and Mercy chronicles the extraordinary cost of success, as well as the journey to salvation for Brian Wilson, the unconventional leader of the Beach Boys.
Hey, I'm Paul Dano. You're watching Made in Hollywood, and here's a scene from Love and Mercy.
Excuse me. Can I help you today?
I'd like to buy a car.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eugene Landy. Do you know who this man is? Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
This film tells the more complex and dark story behind the Beach Boys' upbeat music. So it's a little bit shocking because I didn't even know this story. What shocked you the most?
Well,
It's really shocking.
it's, the first part of his life with the Beach Boys and their sort of rise to fame and creating a whole new genre of music and these harmonies that had never been done before, and their friendly competition with the Beatles. Everybody sort of knows about that.
We played with everybody, Sinatra, Elvis, but you, blowing our minds.
But then the second part of his life, when he sort of removed himself from public life, and it was sort of a Hollywood legend, like what happened to Brian Wilson.
I didn't know it either. That's something I loved about the script. I went, wow, this guy who made music that made so many people happy, so many people smile, so many people sing, had so much struggle in his own life.
When you dig into what happened there's some things that are pretty shocking and pretty hard to take. But it ends up, working out because he survives.
Your voices. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to scare you away.
The talking in your head, that's part of the song?
Jesus Christ. Part of the music.
You are not hungry. You think you're hungry.
Stop! Both Brian and Melinda have stated that the film is very factual. When you talked to them in real life about the story, did you see how hard it was for them on their faces, even when you first met them?
I think when he experiences any memory, he just feels it so intensely again that I felt bad asking him about Landy, but he and Melinda wanted to get it out. It was hard to ask him those questions.
We are so grateful that we had the real people to talk to and ask questions of and sort of get their recollection.
I need you to report to me your thoughts, your feelings. His thoughts, his feelings. I'm giving you unprecedented access.
He's my legal guardian. He's protecting me.
No, he's over-medicating you.
Right away, you sort of get the vibe that Brian is his music, so I felt like the keys to the kingdom were just in the music. So it was listening, it was learning to play, learning to sing it. All of that is really what brought me to Brian. But when I finally did meet him, just to touch base with his presence and his spirit, he's such a beautiful person. There was just a lot to glean from sitting like this with him.
I have to say to myself 5 times a day, I love you.
Does it work?
I don't know. Sometimes I wish I had somebody else to say it to. There's such a stigma on mental health issues, and here's a guy who's like misdiagnosed, mistreated, and abused. He thought something was wrong with him when he really was a genius, and he just had a condition that needed care and treatment and not abuse.
Yeah.
Or not shame. He shouldn't have been ashamed of it.
That's
So
right.
I think
Shouldn't have been hidden away, sent
I think
away.
so. They're very conscious of the fact that they want the darker aspects of this story to come out so that they can help other people.
You and me, we're gonna walk out of here right now, and everything will change. Made in Hollywood.